From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Thursday morning. Yesterday was a beautiful day. Today is going to be another beautiful day out there. But unfortunately, the forecast is going to stay dry over these next 7 days. We'll add the heat on top of that. Could touch 100 degrees by next Tuesday. And then alert days possible next Tuesday through next Thursday, as it will be extremely dry out there and the winds will be an issue. So we're very concerned about fires starting and spreading quickly. Okay, wind gusts for this morning, not really a factor at all. Will end up being a little bit breezy later in the day. Temperatures, it's a little bit chilly out there this morning. 43 for the Tri-Cities, 40 for Yakima, 35 in Ellensburg. So you certainly have to bundle up with, at the very least, a light jacket as you're headed out the front door. But don't you worry, plenty of t-shirt weather in store for today by the late morning, and then of course as we head into the afternoon. So for today, highs getting into the 70s and 80s for lower elevations. Some of those breezes out there, and again the heat trending way up. We'll talk about that coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
And right now, a Pasco school bus rear-ended during an afternoon route. The swift emergency response on Road 68 and Interstate 182. Plus, emergency crews respond to a rural Pasco property up in flames. What investigators believed sparked it then.
Kennewick School District really cut me out their loop for representing my culture discrimination.
A censored moment is sparking some divide in Kennewick. The viral controversy putting a policy under scrutiny.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good Thursday morning. Hoping you're having a great start to your day, and thank you for spending it with us here on Good Morning Northwest. I'm Wendy Redman. Traffic was snarled in Pasco due to a school bus crash. It happened around 3 p.m. yesterday on Road 68 and Interstate 182. Take a look at this on your screen here. According to the Pasco School District, the bus was rear-ended while driving students home. No reports of anyone hurt, and the crash was cleared up within about an hour. Police are still investigating. A unique way to send drugs through the mail is catching the attention of Pasco police, and now they need your help. They are trying to identify a woman who allegedly tried to ship off drugs by stuffing them into this teddy bear. Cops say earlier this month, a woman entered a Pasco business to ship a bear. She apparently requested the fastest service with the fewest stops and transfers, with the final destination being a city in Oregon. When an employee packed the little guy into a box, they say they noticed a suspicious bag inside and called authorities. That's when a canine alerted them to the drugs. If you know anything, contact Pasco Police. 2 Benton County men were just sentenced to 4 years in prison after pleading guilty to stealing money from a grocery store. In March of 2025, the 2 masked men entered the North Prosser Market, stole money, and left the scene. Deputies say thanks to evidence and license plate reader cameras, they identified the suspects. After their prison terms, both suspects will need to complete a 1.5 years of community custody. On the fire watch, firefighters rushed to farmland north of Pasco after a brush fire broke out on someone's property. Take a look here. Franklin County Fire District 3 says it arrived Wednesday afternoon to a home off of Clairwalt Road to find heavy smoke and a few trees in flames. Firefighters were able to calm the fire pretty quickly and stayed at the scene for a couple of hours to tamp down any hot spots. The cause of the fire is still being investigated, but firefighters do believe it was an accident.
There's also a large pile of fresh grass clippings, so all their green grass from their lawn mowing is piled up, and you compact that down and you get some heat on it, you could get some spontaneous combustion internally.
Firefighters are reminding people to pay extra attention to burn ban days as we head into the driest time of the year. The College Place Police Department announced they plan to reactivate flock license plate reader cameras in the city. They say this will happen on or around June 15th. The cameras were temporarily turned off last November while legislators considered changes to a law that went into effect in March of this year. New restrictions mean no cameras around healthcare facilities, places of worship, or schools. Immigration enforcement is also not allowed. The 8 cameras located within College Place were provided through a grant, which will expire in November, and there has been no decision to continue the program. CPPD says they have experienced a 72% reduction in auto thefts since installing the flock cameras. This morning, officials are reporting the first confirmed cases of West Nile virus in Benton County this year. That's according to Benton County Mosquito Control. We should stress these were not human cases. Officials say they detected the virus in 4 crows in Prosser. Across Washington, we're told no cases of West Nile in people exposed locally have been found this year, but authorities still urge you to take precautions against mosquito bites, especially as we approach summer and fall. A video going viral on TikTok is sparking some debate after the Kennewick School District removed a Legacy High School graduate from its graduation ceremony video for waving a Mexican flag on stage.
Kennewick School District really cut me out their loo for representing my culture discrimination. But they didn't show.
Yeah, so take a look at this. While walking across the stage, the graduate took out a Mexican flag, waving it before accepting his diploma. But the Kennewick School District says it doesn't allow flags at graduation, and officials decided to edit the moment out from its ceremony video posted to YouTube. It's left some students questioning both the policy and the decision.
If it's not disrupting the graduation or if it's not offensive, why not allow these students to show their culture no matter what? And even like maybe it is just a graduation policy, but that doesn't justify the fact that in the classrooms you still can't have flags like that. That's still a separate issue on its own.
The Kennewick School District says the student could have worked to get an approved stole to express himself, and it says it would have removed the moment from the video even if the student waved an American flag. Governor Bob Ferguson joined clean tech company 12 yesterday to open Air Plant 1. That's a facility that turns captured carbon, clean electricity and water into jet fuel. The ribbon cutting happened Wednesday morning in Moses Lake at the first commercial scale plant in the U.S., making low carbon jet fuel from captured CO2, renewable power, and water. Alaska Airlines and Microsoft took part, with Alaska set to use the Washington-made fuel on regular flights. The fuel is drop-in, meaning it blends with regular jet fuel for immediate use in current aircraft. The governor noted the occasion marked a big step toward lower emissions, more local jobs, and stronger domestic fuel supplies.
Clean fuels are a priority for us here in Washington State, and sustainable aviation fuel is certainly the future of the industry. It's good for the environment, it's good for our state's economy, it's good for local jobs, and 12 is certainly leading in this way.
With Air Plant 1's opening, Washington is the first in the U.S. to produce certified drop-in jet fuel from captured carbon at scale. Downtown Summer Nights is returning to Yakima this evening, bringing connection, community, and live music together. The event kicks off at 6 o'clock and goes through 9 on historic North Front Street. All ages are encouraged to attend, and there's no admission fee. Event organizers say it's a celebration of everything they love about the Yakima community. Your time is 5:08. Still ahead, the U.S. launches new strikes on Iran after attacks on American bases. The escalating conflict spiking inflation to 3-year highs. And speaking of highs, what kind of high temperatures are we looking at for today? Josh will have that and a whole lot more on the other side of the break.
Affordable? Yeah, we got that. Stylish? Got that covered too. Quality? You can bet on it. At Furniture Row, we stock furniture that's value priced, built to last, and looks fabulous. And during summer savings, every sofa and sectional, dining group, and bed is on sale. Check out the Summit Queen for only $9 a month. And just in time for Father's Day, buy one recliner at full price, get the second one half off. Plus, score 36 months no interest. Summer savings on now at Furniture Row.
Jack, tell me one core value you live by.
Good things come to those who order my much better deals for $4.99. Choose between a Junior Jumbo Jack meal or Junior Chicken Sandwich meal. Some say be the change. I say keep the change.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
This is our new home.
Mission Control, engine locked.
Call you after.
Now at McDonald's, get more value on whatever you're getting next when you order from the under $3 menu.
Calling all international soccer fans. Come be a part of the official Seattle FWC 26 Fan Zone Watch Parties happening at Sozo Sports Complex in Yakima, June 18th, 19th, 24th, and 25th. You can watch your favorite teams play on the big screen, all while enjoying lots of extras like food trucks, a kids zone, a beer garden for the 21 and over crowd, and FWC 26 merchandise giveaways at each event. Admission is completely free, so bring the whole family and lawn chairs too. Spots are going fast, so reserve yours today at sozosports.net.
If you know this feeling, you should know the facts. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
The chase for hockey's holy grail is on. For the Golden Knights and Hurricanes, the cup is within reach.
Man, this has turned into one crazy game.
But who will hoist it? The Stanley Cup Final, Game 2, tonight on ABC.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We could have our first triple-digit highs of the year at the beginning of next week. But first, let's start you off by talking about today. Here's your day planner forecast for this Thursday in Yakima. Going to be at 70 by lunchtime and then around 80 for the warmest part of the day. We're thinking 70s and 80s for lower elevations, 83 for the Tri-City, 79 for Walla Walla, 82 degrees for Sunnyside. And those high temperatures are going to continue to ascend over the next 7 days. So let's go ahead and show you the 7-day forecast high trend that we're anticipating. And we are going to be up in, and like I said, we're going to be around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities. In the Yakima Valley, we're going to be a little bit closer to 95, which is still way above normal for this time of the year by about 15 degrees. Things falling off a little bit by next Wednesday. Okay, a closer look at Tuesday, which looks like is probably going to be the hottest day of this entire ordeal. 98 for the Tri-Cities, 100 for the Hanford site, 97 for Sunnyside. You get the gist. It is going to be toasty out there. Okay, we'll take you back to today. UV index on a scale from 1 to 11. It's going to be an 8, very high. That means that your skin could burn within 15 minutes. You got to lather up with the SPF 30 at least, reapplying at least every couple hours. And then finally, wanted to talk about the pollen count is going to be medium high for today, and then just into the regular old medium category for Friday through Monday, but those top allergens continue to be grasses and locusts. Okay, no rain in the forecast over the next 7 days, and fire concerns going way up. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Overnight, another wave of bombing between the U.S. and Iran. This, as the war is a large reason why inflation is at its highest level in 3 years. ABC's Karen Waugh has the very latest from the nation's capital.
Overnight, a new barrage of American missiles striking multiple targets in Iran, including surveillance, communications, and air defense sites. A top Iranian official is now threatening to expand the war against the U.S. The Iranian government claimed the U.S. hit these 2 water reservoirs, adding, quote, "The U.S. is deliberately targeting the lifeblood of the Iranian people." U.S. Central Command says the attacks are in response to, quote, "Iran's unwarranted and continued aggression." Iran again targeted American military bases in Bahrain and Kuwait overnight, and earlier this week shot down a U.S. helicopter in the Strait of Hormuz. President Trump told Fox News, if the Iranians don't sign a peace deal, the U.S. will bomb the expletive out of them tomorrow.
They keep tapping us along. They keep playing us for suckers.
These latest tensions are costing Americans here at home. Inflation surged to its highest level in 3 years, in large part due to the spike in gas prices. Families are now spending an average of nearly $300 more each month for the same goods and services than a year ago. President Trump was asked about the new inflation numbers in the Oval Office and had this response.
The numbers were great. You know what I really love? I love the inflation.
Democrats pounced on his comment. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer posting on social media, his contempt for you knows no bounds. Some Americans vocal about their struggle.
We're killing ourselves to keep up, and it's going to come to a point where I have to choose, do I feed my kids or do I take my daughter to her doctor's appointments?
The president says inflation will plunge when the war is over, but when that will be is unclear. Your time is approaching 5:16 here on your Thursday morning. Still ahead, more on your weather forecast. Here's a live look out to Richland this morning. Is any rain on the way? Find out with Josh after this.
Don't be worried or overwhelmed with moving into a retirement home. Piper Barton is your turnkey resource for premier 55-plus communities. From repairs and packing to prepping, listing, and selling your current home, all managed with white glove care. Piper Barton delivers quality resources and smooth timelines. You can expect discretion, clarity, and results from start to sold. Sit down and have a simple conversation with Piper Barton about next steps today.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
These days, the world is moving faster than ever. But I like to say, not so fast when it comes to a progressive disease like chronic kidney disease. Jardiance is a little pill proven to slow the progression of CKD and reduce the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Find the goodness of slow by saying, not so fast, CKD. Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
All right, so guys, just smile and say, switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes and get an iPhone 17 on them.
Switch to T-Mobile in just 15 minutes.
What they're trying to say is you can switch to T-Mobile and get iPhone 17 on us. No trade-in needed.
Why can't we just say cheese?
Okay, cheese.
Plus, T-Mobile customers had the lowest wireless bills versus the other big guys over the past 5 years.
I'm switching and saving. I'm switching and saving.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts thanks Shelby's Floral and Hapo Community Credit Union for supporting Bikes for Tykes. If you know a child who needs a bike but can't afford one, click Bikes for Tykes on our website. From Shelby's Floral, Hapo Community Credit Union, and Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our forecast is going to be dry for the next 7 days. And it's because of this area of high pressure, actually a couple different areas of high pressure that are working in tandem with each other. And so this will end up kind of just acting as a weather force field, keeping any active weather out of our neck of the woods. So just to underscore that, precip chances over the next 7 days for the Tri-Cities, a whole bunch of goose eggs on the map. Okay, you can see eventually if precip chances ever pop back up, you can see those. You can also see day-by-day wind gusts, temperatures, thunderstorm chances, all that for your exact location by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Okay, alert days will be possible for next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as the winds are going to pick up. And just given that our weather is going to be so dry and given that it's going to be hotter, our vegetation will be extremely dry out there. So let's just take it day by day, okay? This is next Tuesday. Look at these gusts for lower elevations, anywhere between 30 to 50 miles per hour, the strongest gust being in the Kittitas Valley. And the vegetation dryness is going to be level 5 out of 5. It'll be extremely dry out there. Okay, then for Wednesday, same thing. Gusts for lower elevations, anywhere between 25 to 50 miles per hour. The strongest gusts will continue to be in the Kittitas Valley. And once again, the vegetation dryness is going to be at that level 5 out of 5, extremely dry. Okay, finally, for next Thursday, gusts for lower elevations still between 25 to 45 miles per hour. Once again, the Kittitas Valley going to see the strongest wind gusts. And once again, it looks as if the vegetation is going to be, the vegetation dryness is going to be at that 5 out of 5, extremely dry. You know, these are the kind of values that we typically see during July and August. So easily, this is going to be the most dangerous fire setup we've seen thus far in this early fire season. Okay, here's a 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, 80s through Saturday. They're making a run for 100 degrees by Tuesday. For Yakima, highs into the mid-90s by Monday and Tuesday. Concerning winds by the middle of next week. For Ellensburg, especially concerned about next week's winds, 45 to 50 mile per hour gusts with extremely dry vegetation. Then for Hermiston, lots of sunshine with temperatures rising through early next week. And finally for Walla Walla, clinging on to highs in the 70s on Thursday. That might be the last time we see the 70s for a while.
Saying goodbye to the 70s already?
Perhaps.
Perhaps.
I mean, it ebbs and it flows, but it's looking like this might be the last one for a while. Yeah.
But then I don't get to hear you say sunny and 75.
I know, that's tough.
Those
but
days
next, September, October, we'll get back to it.
It all is cyclical, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, still ahead, a simple act of kindness leads to an unforgettable meeting. How a rock star encounter began at a gas station.
Do you own a house you need to get out of? Hi, I'm Garrett with Resolve Home Buyers, and I buy houses for cash. I buy it all, from junk houses to nice homes, multifamily units, small apartment buildings, heck, even mobile homes on acreage. And I make it easy. There's no realtors, no banks, no commissions, no fees. I want to buy your house. Call me. I'll come see it, make you a fair cash offer, and then we'll close when you're ready.
Call 509-599-1022. 509-599-1022.
In the Yakima Valley, our community is built on hard work, family, and growing something for the future. As another school year ends, we celebrate our graduates and their futures as leaders, farmers, and innovators. But sometimes tradition means looking the other way, telling ourselves it's safer at home or everyone's doing it. Truth is, most parents in our community don't approve of underage drinking and don't want it for their kids. At 17 and 18, teen brains are still developing, making them more vulnerable to alcohol's effects. And in Washington state, supplying alcohol to minors can mean a $5,000 fine and up to a year in jail. We have better traditions, like celebrating milestones together, substance-free. Set clear boundaries. Protect their future. Don't let one tradition define their future or yours. Parents who host lose the most.
We invited passionate soccer fans to push Nissan vehicles to the limit, just like they do with their teams. Further proof that the Nissan lineup is tested and trusted by the toughest. Hurry in to bring home a winning offer at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get up to $4,750 total savings on Frontier.
If you know this feeling, you should know the facts. The eczema medication you're taking may not be right for you. Visit myrawtruth.com and talk to your dermatologist about your symptoms and treatment options.
In the 85 years of the American Diabetes Association, we've had many wins, but we've never rested. Because 1 out of every 10 Americans has diabetes, and they rely on us every day, just like we rely on you.
Welcome back, everybody. A good Samaritan in Arizona got the chance to return a man's credit card that he found at a gas station.
Yeah, the man who lost his credit card happened to be Alice Cooper.
Happened to be. How crazy is that? Well, the rock legend had been in town actually playing golf and left his card at the pump. Jeff Guy found it and contacted Cooper's team. No big deal, right?
Yeah, he met with Cooper at his teen center in Phoenix on Monday to return it. The meeting also came at a good time since Cooper left for a 5-week European tour Tuesday, just in time.
Could you imagine finding somebody super famous finding their credit card?
I'd get to meet them, so.
Get to meet them.
Yeah, good reason to be a good Samaritan that time.
Yeah, I wonder how they got in touch with the team.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he's got an extensive team. Okay, well, someone who definitely has an extensive team, Taylor Swift, and she is surprising her fans once again.
Sure is. The pop star made an appearance at the Los Angeles premiere of Toy Story 5 on Tuesday night. After the credits rolled, Swift took to the stage to perform her new soundtrack single, I Knew It, I Knew You.
Swift then joined Randy Newman for a duet of the franchise classic, You've Got a Friend in Me.
Sing it,
She also
Josh.
took time to thank the filmmakers and crew, calling Toy Story 5 her favorite installment of the film series. Wow, that's a bold statement.
Wow, yeah. The movie hits theaters June 19th. I'm definitely going to need to see that. Oh my gosh, but that is the most classic song that I think of.
Oh
when I
yeah,
think
that
of Toy
takes me
Story.
right back to being
I love that song.
4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, I need to hear the new Taylor Swift one. I've heard little bits and pieces here and there, but I'm excited about it.
A new era for Taylor.
Sure is.
Who'd have thunk it?
All right, well, Pope Leo XIV and global music star Bad Bunny have finally met.
Yeah, no photos or video of the encounter have been released, but the Vatican says the pair had a private meeting Monday in Madrid during the Pope's visit to Spain.
Pope Leo joked earlier many young people would choose a Bad Bunny concert over seeing him, but actually both have drawn massive crowds in Spain in recent days. So that's an interesting meeting there, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, well, your time is 5:27. Still ahead, TriTech Skills Center prepares students for the jobs of tomorrow. The major renovations bringing cutting-edge programs to Kennewick. Plus, West Richland drives Benton County's economic growth. The construction boom trying to keep up with demand. But first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, physical gift cards for the gaming platform Steam will soon be a thing of the past. Valve says the physical cards have been used in scams, most of the scams targeting the elderly. Physical Steam gift cards that are already out there will still be redeemable, and digital gift cards are available. Next, Instagram has expanded its algorithm personalization feature so you can choose the topics you want to see more or less of. The feature only works for interest-based topics. It does not work when it comes to seeing more posts from accounts that you follow. Finally, Anthropic calls its Claude Fable 5 the most powerful AI model it's ever made widely available. But the company is outlining safety measures, saying Fable's guardrails will stop anyone from using it to research or create bioweapons. Those are your Tech Bites. I'm Sophie Flay. Have a great day.
Protecting what you care about is important to you, so it's important to Allstate. That's why we have a plan to protect just about anything, like this car, up, and this awesome bike. The stuff in that apartment you're renting, it's protected. This golf cart, it's protected. Hey, don't worry, that phone's protected too. Protection for just about every part of life, no matter what kind of life you have. If it's important to you, it's important to us. You're in good hands with Allstate. Good boy.
When you need longer-lasting body pain relief, try Aleve. Just one dose of Aleve provides pain relief for up to 12 hours from all types of body pain. Aleve, longer-lasting body pain relief.
Oh, what is that musty smell?
Oh, damp.
Damp. Oh, damp.
Hey, language.
Damprid traps excess moisture to eliminate musty smells. Get rid of the damp with Damprid.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. Hoping your Thursday is off to a great start. I'm Wendy Redmond. This is Good Morning Northwest, and we have Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert in the house as well, tracking your day today. Josh, I got outside this morning just before 4 a.m., and what a gorgeous sunrise out there.
Yeah, gorgeous sunrise. And were you surprised at how it's like a little crisp outside this morning?
Sure is.
It's not as mild or as muggy as some of the mornings we've had as of late. Forecast going dry, though, over the next 7 days. And the mornings are certainly going to be a lot more mild. The afternoons toasty, could be around 100 degrees by next Tuesday. And there's a very concerning round of winds for next Tuesday through Thursday. So fire concerns going up. Okay, wind gusts, not a concern for now. Will end up being a little bit breezy a little bit later in the day. Temperatures this morning, like we were just talking about, a little on the chillier side. 40 for Yakima, 35 for Ellensburg, 43 for the Tri-Cities. You would need, I would say, a light jacket at the very least as you're walking out the front door for this morning. But in the Yakima Valley by 10:30, 11 a.m., it's going to be all T-shirt weather after that. So for today, another beautiful day on tap. We'll have lots of sunshine, highs getting into the 70s and 80s for lower elevations, but close to that century mark in the next week. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. The Yakima Police Department broke ground on the new law enforcement memorial garden outside YPD headquarters Wednesday morning. Take a look. This is in honor of Sergeant Joe Decio, who passed away on duty in 2021. The department says Baxter Construction and the Yakima Police Patrolmen's Association Committee worked for years to make this project a reality. A new Washington state law that aims to clearly define electric bike and electric motorcycle use will take effect today. Senate Bill 6110 defines the different classes of e-bikes from Class 1 to Class 3. A Class 3 e-bike requires the person riding to be 16 or older and mostly prohibits the use of one on a sidewalk. Lawmakers say the law is about ensuring safety for bike riders, pedestrians, and drivers. The law does not take any direct action regarding e-moto use. Instead, it creates a work group to study various aspects of e-motos, like whether they need an age restriction and where they should be ridden. The Myra Road and State Route 125 intersection in Walla Walla has reopened now. The project extends Myra from State Route 125 to Marson Road, creating a new connection between South Walla Walla and US 12. It opens up access to more than 50 acres of commercial and residential zoned land where a Winco Foods will eventually open. Officials say this will improve emergency response access as well. The city plans to hold a ribbon cutting ceremony next Thursday morning. West Richland continues to expand as Benton County's fastest growing city. Officials tell us the population jumped more than 30% in the last decade. Nearly 1,000 housing lots are in development, with the Lewis and Clark Ranch project planning thousands more homes. New businesses are following the residential growth, including a future McDonald's, Planet Fitness, and the possible Mid-Columbia Children's Museum.
Right now we have a population of 18,820, and we're anticipating to grow that to 26,387 by 2047.
City leaders want to keep pace with growth so families can live, work, and shop in West Richland. Several commercial projects are working through the permitting process with an announcement on the Children's Museum location expected later this month. The city of Pasco is in the midst of a nationwide search for its next police chief.
My background is I am based out here in the Northwest. I was the Vancouver police chief before I started doing this.
Wednesday night at the Hapo Center, community members had the opportunity to meet the finalists and hear from them during a panel discussion where questions were asked. 5 candidates are in the running, some local, others are from outside of our region. The Pasco Police Department operates with an annual budget of about $26 million and employs more than 100 staff members. During the meet and greet, the city shared information about the Sylvester Street Overpass pedestrian and bicycle access project. City officials say the current bridge over 395 is too narrow for pedestrians and cyclists to comfortably cross, so an improvement is needed, and they wanted to hear from residents. Construction funding is not yet fully secured, but the city is pursuing additional grant opportunities with the end goal of moving the project forward in 2027. The first flight from Portland to the Tri-Cities Airport touched down Wednesday. It is the first time in more than a decade flights to and from Portland have been offered at Tri-Cities Airport. Right now, Alaska Airlines is the only airline offering trips to Portland. The addition of a new destination will give travelers options for a connecting flight to 66 additional cities.
A lot of our success with Portland depends on Portland and how it's banked. So basically, how many flights does our flight connect with and what time of schedule we're provided with. And we have a great time schedule for this new service, and it connects with those 66 additional cities. So gives the community many options to use at Portland.
The airport celebrated the flight's arrival with a runway fountain and gave boarding passengers Portland-themed caramel and popcorn. The TriTech Skills Center is getting ready to expand program offerings as renovations at its Kennewick campus near completion. The TriTech Skills Center is modernizing its 66,000 square foot campus to upgrade equipment and expand capacity in high demand fields like welding. The regional center offers juniors and seniors 19 preparatory programs with more additions on the way, including an animation and VR track and a new HVAC program launching in the fall of 2027.
So our students are making very savvy decisions as far as their free public education right now and really teeing themselves up for success.
Construction is scheduled to finish in July of 2026, with program expansions rolling out as students move back into the modernized space. Leaders say about 1,100 students split their school day here, leaving job ready or prepared for college, apprenticeship, or the military. A suburban Seattle community is remembering a high school lacrosse player. Elliot Abramson died in the hospital Sunday. That was 6 days after he was hit in the back of the head below his helmet with a ball. It happened during a college recruitment event.
The energy has been kind of weird because the seniors are graduating, and so they're super excited, but then the sophomores are just dealing with this really rough loss, and all the students are taking it really hard.
Abramson had recently gotten his driver's license and became an organ donor. Your time is 5:37. Still ahead, there is a new Tri-Cities swimming destination set to make a splash. The Aquatic Center marking a new chapter for the city of Pasco. And here is a live look out to Kennewick this morning. Josh is talking about just how warm we're getting today and just how hot we are getting very soon. Why is he already talking about triple digits? We'll find that out after the break.
This newscast sponsored by Multicare Yakima Memorial Hospital. Excellence you can trust.
The chase for hockey's holy grail is on. For the Golden Knights and Hurricanes, the cup is within reach.
Man, this has turned into one crazy game.
But who will hoist it? The Stanley Cup Final, Game 2, tonight on ABC.
Your time is a luxury. Let your lawn reflect it. Perfection Lawn Care is your private grounds team obsessed with detail. Crisp lines, lush turf, and preventive care that stays ahead of every weed and worry. We take on the heavy work and the fine details, season after season, so you don't have to. Choose a tailored package, come home to perfection, and never lift a finger. Perfection Lawn Care. Elevate your curb appeal. We'll take it from here.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years. For their families, for their communities. But here's one thing they won't do: pay interest on their new truck. Just announced, for a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Take on new adventures, make new memories, and leave the interest behind.
See your community Chevy dealers.
Every home starts with a move. Not just the one to a new address, but the moves along the way. The choices, the negotiations. In those moments, certainty matters. That's why Windermere Group 1 agents are trained, supported, and prepared for every step. Because when it's time to move, you should be sure you're making the right one. Windermere Group 1. Confidence in every move.
This 4th of July, save more at More Furniture. Bring home comfort for as little as $32 a month. Kick your feet up with the diamond reclining sofa for $5.99. Plus, enjoy 60-month special financing. Shop More Furniture's 4th of July sale today.
He was considered the spiciest player in the game, but the world couldn't handle it.
So I took all that spice and made the Hot Ones Munchie Meal with a Sriracha Curly Fry Burger or Buffalo Chicken Tater Melt. It's like a good kick in the mouth.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Register today. Register your team for 165 ends midnight Wednesday, June 24th.
I take care of the kids, my dad, and things at work. But I haven't made time to take care of what I need.
Millions of caregivers experience symptoms of anxiety and depression, but help is available. Head to mentalhealthcareworks.org today.
Vampires, werewolves.
Cuddle up with your favorite monsters and Svengoolie.
This may be the biggest thing that's ever happened.
Oh, it's big, all right.
Every Saturday night on MeTV.
Hey, Michael, catch this.
Got it, Chuck.
Hey, Robin, catch this.
Ooh, nice pass there, Shaq.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
We're ready.
Let's do this.
Game on.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We could see our first triple-digit days of the year early next week, specifically for Tuesday. Now, for this Thursday, we're going to be nowhere near that. Another very spring-like day out there, mid-70s by lunchtime, low 80s for the warmest part of the day. Let's take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this Thursday forecast. We start off up in the Cascades. We're going to have highs in the 60s and 70s. Then for the Kittitas Valley, mid-70s up and down the valley. For the Yakima Valley, we'll have highs in the low 80s. For the Lower Columbia Basin, mixture of 70s and 80s, going with the 83 for the Tri-Cities, 76 for Boardman, 79 for Connell. And then for the Blue Foothills, also looking at that mixture of 70s and 80s, although this time I think it's mostly 70s, 79s for Pendleton and Pilot Rock, 82 for Milton Freewater. Finally, for the Blues, 60s and 70s, just kind of depending on your precise elevation, but 76 there for Ukiah. Okay, high temperatures going to step up their game through the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. Looks like they might come back down a little bit by Wednesday, but Tuesday looking like it's going to be the hottest day of this ordeal, very close to 100 degrees for the Tri-Cities. So a closer look at next Tuesday. 100 for the Hanford site, 98 for the Tri-Cities, 95 for Yakima, 95 for Walla Walla. Keep in mind that this still is 5 days out, so these numbers will definitely change, but those are that's where the model's landing, at least for right now. In addition to that, the forecast staying dry, fire concerns going way up as we head into next week. We'll talk about all that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. The new Pasco Aquatic Center is having a ribbon cutting event this Friday to celebrate the new swimming facility. Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable has more information on the upcoming grand opening.
A project 4 years in the making, the Pasco Aquatic Center is officially opening this month. On Friday, a ribbon-cutting event will allow people to tour the facility while final construction is completed. The waters will be open to swim in on Saturday, June 27th. At the ribbon cutting on Friday, you can find out more information from staff members on things like season passes as well as programs that they will be offering. The center is anticipating high attendance numbers and recommends setting up an account online to check availability and make reservations to use the facility before coming in. The indoor portion has a maximum occupancy of 225, but the outdoor portion will also be open in the summer months.
And if you've seen artist renderings of it, you've only seen one picture of it. There's a lot more to the facility and a lot in it. So come on out Friday or come out June 27th and see the facility for yourself.
Ben Franklin Transit Transit also announced that new bus routes 66 and 67 will go directly to the Aquatic Center as well. The city of Pasco thanks voters for helping get the facility finished.
These facilities are not cheap, so when Pasco voters approved the 0.2% sales tax, we were able to bond out $51 million. This facility, along with about $5 million from the property, we're talking about $45 million for the center.
And swimmers will finally get to take a look inside this Friday. In Pasco, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
The ribbon cutting will take place Friday at 4 p.m. If you are unable to attend, the City of Pasco will launch online reservations Friday evening after the event. Your time is 5:45 as you get your days started. Still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, everything you need to know in your morning sprint. And here is a live look out to Yakima. I'm trying to squint to see if I can find a single cloud in the sky, but it's looking really beautiful out there. What's in store for the rest of your forecast, and will we be keeping it dry? Find out after this.
At Denver Mattress, we believe improving your sleep life should be easy and affordable. And during summer savings, the deals are really starting to heat up. Shop top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, Purple, and Factory Direct bestsellers from Denver Mattress. Check out the budget-friendly Summit Queen, easy on the wallet for only $9 a month. Or take $100 off any Boyne Vista. Or get a $300 gift with any Tempur-Pedic. Plus free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
Ready to shake up your dining experience? Legends Casino Hotel has something for every taste. At Lucky Shots Coffee Bar, it's more than just coffee. Frothy lattes, bold espressos, hearty sandwiches, desserts, and more. Lucky Shots has a winning hand of flavors any time of the day. Join us for our full-service menu, or dive into our legendary seafood buffet every Thursday, including our amazing salad bar. All you can eat for only $49. Explore the newly updated food court with so many choices to satisfy your craving. At Fortune's, savor a customized crab boil fit for a king, queen, or joker with all the extras. Try the crab boil with one of our specialty sauces. Big enough to share, but don't be slow with your fork. This is good eating. Burger lovers, head to Legendary Burgers. Try the Mount Adams or go classic with fries and a Huckleberry shake. Craving pizza, pasta, and more? Creations has you covered. And after that custom-made pizza pie, don't forget dessert. You just gotta try our house-made cannoli. For authentic Mexican-style cooking, Madre's Mexican Kitchen is a must. With fresh homemade tortillas and savory sauces, you will not be disappointed. Try our enchiladas, street tacos, or something new to you. Madre's is sure to bring it home. Whether you're here to dine or unwind, Legends Casino Hotel has a world of exciting flavors waiting for you. Bring your appetite, your friends and family, and let the culinary journey begin.
My moderate to severe Crohn's symptoms kept me out of the picture. With Skyrizi, feel significant symptom relief at 4 weeks. Many people were in remission at 12 weeks, at 1 year, and even at 4 years.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Control is everything to me.
Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Our forecast going to stay dry over these next 7 days because of an area of high pressure, actually a couple different areas of high pressure that are going to be in cahoots with each other, and that will keep any active weather out of our neck of the woods, at least in terms of precip chances, but our weather will definitely be very impactful as we head into next week. Yeah, no chances for rainfall over the next 7 days in the Yakima Valley, but still other weather variables to track. You got wind gust and high temperatures, low temperatures. You can see that for day by day, hour by hour increments, but all that for your exact home address and location by downloading our weather app free in the App Store or on Google Play. All right, we have alert days possible, plural, for next Tuesday through Thursday. It's going to be blustery each of those days, and the vegetation will be extremely dry. So we'll just take this day by day. For Tuesday, peak gusts for lower elevations between 30 to 50 miles per hour, with the strongest gusts being in the Kittitas Valley. And the vegetation dryness will be at that level 5 out of 5. It's maxed out. It'll be extremely dry out there. Okay, then for Wednesday, you see those gusts still for lower elevations anywhere between 25 to 50 miles per hour. Again, the Kittitas Valley, you'll see the worst of it. And again, vegetation dryness going to be at that level 5 out of 5, extremely dry, represented by that magenta color. Then for next Thursday, gusts for lower elevations still anywhere between 25 to 45 miles per hour. And again, it's going to be the Kittitas Valley that'll see the worst of it. And again, our vegetation dryness is going to be at level 5 out of 5, extremely dry. We typically don't see values like this until July or August. This is peak fire season kind of stuff. We're going to see it during the middle of June. So it just underscores how abnormally dry it is out there for this time of the year. And in this setup, fires could start or spread quickly. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities, 80s through Saturday, then making a run for 100 degrees by Tuesday. In Yakima, highs into the mid-90s by Monday and Tuesday, concerning winds by the middle of next week. For Ellensburg, especially concerned about next week's winds, 45 to 50 mile per hour gusts with extremely dry vegetation like we just talked about at length. Then for Hermiston, lots of sunshine with temperatures rising through early next week. Finally, for Walla Walla, clinging on to highs in the 70s on Thursday. That might be the last time we see the 70s for quite a bit.
Now, the morning sprint.
A video going viral on TikTok is sparking a debate after the Kennewick School District removed a Legacy High School graduate from its graduation ceremony video for waving a Mexican flag on stage.
Kennewick School District really cut me out there, Lou, for representing my culture discrimination.
While walking across the stage, this graduate took out a Mexican flag, waving it before accepting his diploma. But the Kennewick School District says it doesn't allow flags at graduation, and it would have removed the moment from the video even if the student waved an American flag. Traffic was snarled in Pasco due to a school bus crash. Take a look at this video. Happened around 3 p.m. yesterday on Road 68 and Interstate 182. According to the Pasco School District, the bus was rear-ended while driving students home. No reports of anyone hurt, and the incident was cleared up within about an hour. Police are still investigating. The College Place Police Department announced they plan to reactivate flock license plate reader cameras in the city on or around June 15th. The 8 cameras located within College Place were provided through a grant, which will expire in November, and there has been no decision to continue the program. CPPD says they have experienced a 72% reduction in auto thefts since installing the flock cameras. The first flight from Portland to the Tri-Cities Airport touched down on Wednesday. There it is. It is the first time in more than a decade flights to and from Portland have been offered at Tri-Cities Airport. Right now, Alaska Airlines is the only airline offering trips to Portland. The addition of a new destination will give travelers options for a connecting flight to 66 additional cities. Benton County Mosquito Control District has reported the first positive West Nile virus detection in Benton County this year. Officials say it was detected in 4 crows found in Prosser. No human cases with local exposure have been detected in Washington this year, but the health district urges everyone to take precautions to avoid mosquito bites. In national news this morning, the man charged with killing Minnesota lawmaker Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark will not face the death penalty. On Wednesday, federal prosecutors said Vance Belter struck a plea deal and requested a hearing where Belter could change his plea from not guilty. Belter was accused in federal and state court of fatally shooting the Hortmans in what authorities deemed was a politically motivated attack. Belter also allegedly shot and injured State Senator John Hoffman and his wife. Billionaire Bill Gates told lawmakers on Capitol Hill his meeting with Jeffrey Epstein was a, quote, grave error in judgment. Gates did acknowledge he knew Epstein had a criminal conviction, but claims he did not know the details. Gates says he never witnessed any crimes and never victimized anyone. He said Epstein tried to use information about Gates's extramarital affairs to pressure him to continue their relationship. The AI job boom is leaving recent graduates behind. New research from the AI-driven Enterprise Institute shows 71% of AI job postings are reserved for senior-level experts. Only 13% are for junior positions and 16% for middle tier. Big businesses are bidding for experienced talent to navigate the AI boom instead of training the next generation. Spotify has removed tens of thousands of phony podcasts promoting illegal online pharmacies. A new congressional report shows the platform took down 57,000 episodes advertising drugs like Adderall and OxyContin. Spotify claims 94% of the phony podcasts were never streamed and were part of a spam attack. Lawmakers are blasting the tech giant for failing to proactively catch the content or alert law enforcement. After 4 years of waiting, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is finally here. It kicks off today in Mexico City with the opening match between Mexico and South Africa. Fans from around the world are packing bars and landmarks, and even local museums are joining in as the city buzzes with World Cup fever. The New York Knicks made history Wednesday night and are now on the brink of taking home a title. Pulling off the greatest comeback in an NBA Finals game, the Knicks beat the San Antonio Spurs 107-106. The Spurs were winning 76-49 at halftime. However, the Knicks started knocking back in the second half, and then with 1.2 seconds remaining in regulation, a tipped-in rebound by OG Anunoby sealed the victory for New York. All right, let's go ahead and turn to a page in history now. Southern University is desegregated and E.T. hit theaters.
Yeah, on this day in history, June 11th, 1963, desegregation began at the University of Alabama. In my home state, 2 black students, Vivian Malone and James Hood, registered for classes at the school. President John F. Kennedy ordered the National Guard to remove Governor George Wallace when he blocked the students from entering the university. In
1982, Steven Spielberg's E.T., the Extraterrestrial, was released in theaters. The movie introduced fans to the iconic character while he was stranded on Earth. The film grossed more than $350 million and received 9 Academy Award nominations, winning 4.
Steven Spielberg movie about aliens.
Huh.
So time's a flat circle.
But we
right?
come all the way back around, and now what is the new one called again?
Disclosure Day with Emily Blunt playing a morning meteorologist.
See, he knows a lot about it.
Yeah.
Your time is 5:57. Up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6 o'clock, the wait is over for Tri-Cities travelers. The route that's back after years of waiting. Plus, the countdown begins for Pasco's Aquatic Center, the destination set to deliver the ultimate water experience. Josh.
Wow. Well, first of all, take a look at this view of the Yakima Valley, brought to you by Bi-Mart, top of Tandem Ridge. But we have the heat on the way, maybe touching triple digits soon and very soon, and fire concerns going up. We'll talk about all that coming up on Good Morning Northwest at 6.